We are going off, one could say. Tonight could certainly be described as a go-off stream. And what are we talking about tonight? What is the title of the show, feature of the show? Tonight we are talking about a grifter from the magazine Human Events who is going to be exposed. Now, she happens to be an e-girl, happens to be a Jewish e-girl. Not that that has anything to do with anything at all, but it is true. Another e-girl. You know, Monday it was one e-girl and a couple of sodomites, and tonight it is an e-girl. We'll be discussing. Following this saga, we're actually picking it up from last week. If you've been watching the show for the past couple of weeks, you remember this. In the middle of one of my shows, it might have been last week or the week before, a challenge was issued. The gauntlet was thrown down by a girl by the name of Ashley St. Clair on Twitter. And she tweeted during the show, well, I actually had attacked her first, I think, but she had said something to the effect that, well, I saw you talking about me on your show. I think maybe more accurately, more specifically, what she said was, you called me a stupid bimbo on your show. But who cares about the details, right? These are minor details. She said, you called me a stupid bimbo thought on your show, and I would like to debate you on the subject of abortion. Because she had been like so many other conservative e-girls after the Alabama abortion bill was passed. She was, like many others, saying that it went too far. And actually, it was brutal and a horrible thing, you know, and I called her out on this on the show. She responded in kind, saying I was some kind of alt-right troll or something, and she wanted to debate. Now, by the time my show had finished, and I was able to even see the tweet, it had been deleted. She didn't want to do the debate. And word came in that Will Chamberlain, Nemesis, who has been on the show, maybe about a year and a half ago or 2.5 years ago. Has it really been that long? Yeah, it might have been 2.5 years ago. He was on the show. He debated Israel. He had commanded her, instructed her that she could not come on the show to debate. So she summarily deleted the tweet. She backed down from her challenge, blocked me on Twitter. And we thought that was the end of that. You know, we were disappointed. On America First, the Knicker Nation breathed a collective sigh of disappointment. We were not going to see the knife in his prime, in the ring, in the gladiator pit, you know. Satisfied, we are here in Vindication Nation, Knife Nation. Get your knives out, raise your knives. We are declaring war. The America First Coalition is here. We're smart, we're vindicated, we're not going anywhere. So there it is. There's your... Blood sports, once again, it wasn't going to happen. Well, now we have found out some more things about Ashley St. Clair. Like I said, the video has been released revealing her thoughts about immigration. I'm not sure when the video was made. I'm not sure exactly what podcast it was from. They say it was from Scoop Steve's Free Thinkers podcast. And this guy, he's also in the interview. He's also in the clip that was published. This guy's just an absolute goober.
What's up, guys? It's Steve.
I mean, just an absolute fool. You talk about white people just being totally cucked. I think he's the epitome of that, right? But now, in that time, since the debate and since this video, she's been featured in the Human Events magazine with Will Chamberlain. So it raises the stakes a little bit. And in the video, she says basically that if you're a Republican and you're against illegal immigration, well, you're wasting your time and you're foolish. And this is getting us nowhere. This is why we're losing elections, because we're too fixated on immigration. Isn't this rich? Isn't this great? And so we do have to take a little bit of a victory lap on the show, on America First, and say, vindicated again. Welcome back to Vindication Nation. It's been so long, you know? It's been a long time since we've been here. When was the last time we were in Vindication Nation? Satisfied, we are here in Vindication Nation, Knife Nation. I don't know, but it's been a long time since we visited. It's good to be back. My home, right? You know, fireworks over the lake, and it's wonderful, and they've got the high-speed rail. Vindication Nation, highly developed, high HDI, right? We were right every single time you get an e-girl into the movement, and, you know, special kind of e-girl in this situation. She gets into the movement and puts on a MAGA hat, and she regurgitates the platitudes, the talking points. You know, you have some guy in the background, some guy on the sidelines feeding statistics, feeding articles, feeding, maybe you should say this, maybe you should tweet that. I have a MAGA hat on. Hi, here's my cleavage, and I'm wearing my MAGA hat. Oh my God, make America great again. And Every single time, inevitably, inexorably, they always turn out to be the same, which is fake, phony grifters. They're frauds.
So I always think it's funny because people will call me things like racist, bigot, Nazi, and I'm like, I'm Jewish. I'm Jewish. So, okay, a Jewish Nazi, that's a new one.
Hello, department. Now they all happen to be Jewish Zionists. It just so happens. It just so happens. What did I say yesterday? It seems like there's a certain group of people, they only care about themselves.